Hello to my Paul Mitchell School Esani and Paul Mitchell School Sacramento family. I've missed you guys so much. And now as we look to welcome you back on campus in these unprecedented times, I wanted to take just a few moments to prepare you for what we are calling the new normal at our schools. But first, a huge thanks to all of our learning leaders, all of you future professionals, all of our staff for your resilience, your resourcefulness, and your adaptability in embracing and making the most of what was a completely unplanned transition into this brave new world of online education. You all did phenomenal, and I'm very proud of you. My heart also goes out to everyone who has been touched in one way or the other by COVID-19. I know that some of you have lost family members, some of you have lost your part-time jobs, some of you have had to juggle homeschooling your kids with your own online education while also taking care of younger ones or elderly family members at home. We can all agree that our frontline workers are heroes, but I want you to know that you are my heroes too. So the time has come now for us to take this next bold step to start our slow and careful transition into this new normal. I would like you to know that it's okay to be afraid. It's okay to be nervous. It's okay to ask questions, but we are all in this together and we'll get through it together slowly and safely. The video you are about to watch will give you a glimpse into what our new normal will look like. I want you to know that we'll be asking a lot of you in this new normal. We'll be checking everyone's temperature each day before they enter the building. We'll all be wearing masks all day. We'll be having to wash your hands incessantly. We'll ask you to sit 6 feet away from your BFF. You're going to have to disinfect your workstations over and over again. I know some of you will be frustrated with this new normal, but I want to share with you that the basis for the protocols that we'll be asking you to do come from 3 core principles that came directly from the heart. The first is that every life counts. We want to do everything within our power to save and protect lives. Now, I know it's not a 100% proposition with COVID-19, but I want to know that when I put my head down to sleep at night, I have done everything I possibly could to keep all of you safe. The second core principle is that our safety, in fact, of our very lives, depend on each other. I wear a mask to protect you. You wear a mask to protect me. We all wear masks to protect our families at home. So it's not going to be fun for any of us wearing a mask all day. But as one of your favorite Esani learning leaders likes to say, we are all just going to have to suck it up because the life we save could be someone who is near and dear to our hearts. The third core principle is that in spite of everything that COVID-19 has thrown at us, I want to give you my commitment that we are still dedicated to providing our future professionals with a first-class education. So what that means is that if you need it, we are going to provide you with additional in-house training to make up for any lack of hands-on training that you might have experienced while we were 100% online. I also want to now put in context for you as we move forward into this new world that the situation that we are experiencing now with COVID-19, the last time we experienced anything close to it was over 100 years ago with the 1918 Spanish flu. So this is totally an unprecedented and once in a lifetime experience. I'd also like you to keep in mind that this coronavirus is a very contagious virus, and that people who have no symptoms at all could spread the virus. In fact, the Centers for Disease Control has estimated that as much as 35% of all of the infected people have no symptoms whatsoever. It is with that in mind that I am strongly encouraging all of us, all of our staff and all of our future professionals to take advantage of the free COVID-19 testing that is widely available across Georgia and in Sacramento as well. Now, this is only going to give you a snapshot of a point in time, but you will still get the peace of mind of knowing that at least right now you are healthy, and we will all get the peace of mind of knowing that we are coming back into a healthy environment. So now, without further ado, I would like to introduce you to what your new normal is going to look like. Take a look at this, stay safe, and I look forward to seeing all of you very, very soon. Thank you.
To ensure that we're providing the safest and cleanest environment for our future professionals and guests, we will do a very thorough cleaning at the end of each day. We will use a combination of Ship Shape and bleach to clean the area and all surfaces. We will then use an air compressor that has either Barbicide or Lucicide and completely submerge the entire area with disinfectant. We let that sit for about 10 minutes to do its magic, and then we wipe it down with disposable paper towel. We will also be disinfecting all handles and light switches on a regular basis throughout the day. We will be mimicking the same disinfectant routine as we did on the clinic classroom in the wash house. We will do this in between each guest. First, clean with Ship Shape or bleach. And then we will thoroughly disinfect with an air compressor with our Barbicide machine. We'll wait 10 minutes and make sure that everything is set in and does its magic, and then we will wipe it down with a paper towel. To notify our future professionals that it is a clean and sanitized area, we will then drape it with a shampoo cover, so that way we know that it's ready for use. Servicing our guests will look a little bit different. When our guest arrives, they'll call our service desk, and our service desk will then let them know if it is time for them to come in. If our future professional is not ready yet, we will ask them to wait in their car. We will ask that they wear a mask inside the building. They will get a temperature check as soon as they walk in the door. If they do not have a mask, we will provide them one as soon as they get there. Future professionals will meet the guest at the service desk when they are ready to perform their service. They will then escort them to their chair. We will have chair coverings on the chair. Always make sure you remind our guest of our lovely footrest at the bottom of the chair to make sure that there are no accidents. When performing services, future professionals must wear a smock and mask. And before the students begin, they will need to wear gloves. Future professional and guests will be required to wear a mask the entire service. After you do your consultation with your guest, you will then have your learning leader come over and do a check-in with the guest to make sure everyone's on the same page before you begin. Instead of using paper tickets, all learning leaders will have an iPad with them to do all of the service tickets on the clinic classroom. We will be using finger cots for the guests to sign the ticket. When performing services, future professionals will wear a face shield. When going to the wash house, they will find a clean, sanitized bowl. They will know it's clean with its indicated clear plastic covering over the wash bowl. They will need to thoroughly disinfect and clean that bowl after the use on their client. Sanitizing in between just to make sure everything is all safe and clean. We have implemented a touchless take-home experience. Our take-home area will strictly be a display for all of the products that we have on sale. We have installed sneeze guard acrylic barriers at our service desk to ensure the protection of our service desk team as well as our guests. And all payment will be done electronically. We will no longer be taking cash. Instead of pulling product off the shelf, the guest service team will pull product from behind the desk. When completing the service, future professional will then clean and disinfect all areas that they used with their guest. This includes the wash house as well as their station. You will see that we have multiple sanitation stations on trolleys that you can move around the school to make sure that you are cleaning every area that you come in contact with. Performing services on a skin guest will look very similar. We will no longer have a changing room and robes for the guests to use. Instead, the school will be providing disposable capes for the guests to wear to protect their clothing. Future professional will keep the mask on until they have finished their consultation with their instructor. Before removing the guest's mask from their face, they will need to put on their face shield to fully protect themselves. Gloves, mask, and face shields will be required for all future professionals performing skin services. The only time the mask will be taken off of the guest will be during the actual service. The future professional will apply the mask back onto the guest as soon as they finish their service. They will clean their hands with sanitizer before helping the guest get up. All disposable products will then be discarded in the trash before we walk the guest to the service desk. Future professional will then do a thorough cleaning of the area. All sheets and blankets will be washed right away, and the future professional will then first clean with Ship Shape or bleach the entire area, and then go back and use the disinfectant Barbicide and Lucicide to thoroughly disinfect the area. We want to make sure that we clean everything that we use, so we will also be making sure that any products that we came in contact with, we are also disinfecting by spraying them down with Barbicide or Lucicide. We want to clean all surfaces, so we spray them down, wipe them with a paper towel, and then dispose of any paper towels.